So exciting. A wonderful history happening today. July 16, celestial science lifted 3 men from the surface of the Earth and towards perhaps the greatest exploration in human history.
But as the name of the mission indicates, it took many steps to get Apollo 11 off of the ground. So Jay Gray has a look back at the flight of Apollo 11 with one of the men who was on it.
Time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement.
It was John F. Kennedy who launched the initiative to put an American on the moon. The president's speech came just a month after the Soviet Union sent the first man into space. But it wasn't as easy as NASA simply building a rocket and aiming at the heavens. They had a lot to learn about science, technology, and mortality. Apollo 1 was scheduled to launch early in 1967, but a pre-flight fire swept through the capsule, killing all 3 astronauts on board. NASA continued on, testing different phases of the ultimate goal, and in 1968, Apollo 8 took a 3-man crew around the moon without landing.
God bless all of you.
Finally, 50 years ago today, Michael Collins found himself sitting on top of 1 million gallons of rocket fuel next to Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
I get nervous easily, and that seemed like a suitable occasion to be nervous.
The countdown began.
6, 5, 4.
5, 4, I don't care about that. What's going to happen after 0?
After 0, the 300-foot rocket began to move. Apollo 11 cleared the tower, then cleared the boundaries of Earth, giving mankind a new perspective on its home planet.
That little orb out your window really grabs your attention. It's center stage, it's the whole show.
But another show would come 5 days later when the crew made man's first mark on the moon. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Pretty neat stuff. All right, and today Apollo 11 astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins are going to reunite. Pretty neat stuff. They're going to go to the historic launch pad where the mission all began, right down the road a piece.
It's just so incredible to think that was 50 years ago today.
Yeah, and as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, I have no concept of what it could have possibly been like. I just wonder, being a kid running out in the street, looking up in the sky, the fascination, and then also kind of maybe that fear and the political climate of the day, trying to beat the Russians to that spot. Victory.
And making sure that, everything well, because unfortunately tragedy followed Apollo 1.
Absolutely.
So watching Apollo 11 go up there, just incredible. We're going to talk about it all morning long, and we'll be right back.